8Build YouTube channel. Today we're taking a look at another crystallized set from LEGO Ninjago. This is Cole's Golden Dragon Cruiser, and it features a total of 4 minifigures and retailed for $40 in the US. This set is part of all of my Crystallized Wave reviews, so some of these minifigures have already had their Minifigure Thursdays event, which I will explain later. Now let's start by taking a look at the vehicle. Cole's Dragon car is basically just a car, as the cruiser name would imply. However, this vehicle does use a lot of Speed Champions pieces in new recolors, such as a tinted orange windshield. It also is built off of a Speed Champions base, which you can briefly see down here in the back. It uses these large tires, which the back ones have golden plating on them. These work differently than normal tires, as the gold plating is the actual wheel. The tire just loosely fits into those wheels. Now, moving on to the front of the vehicle, there's a little bit of a feature here. You can see that there's like this hood that's bent down on a hinge, and you can either move the sword up and down, move the spikes up and down. It's up to you how you want to display that, but you can also lift this up to reveal that there's actually storage for Cole's weapon in this set, which is a giant hammer. This is a cool little detail that they give you, so it's nice to see it there. And the front also uses some unique detailing, like paint roller pieces, which is very unique and very good parts usage. Now, this doesn't always close down all the way with the way that the weapon sits in there, but there is a way to get it to work like that. Alright? Now, in the car here, we can see that when we take the windshield off, Cole is in the car right now, but this car does fit 2 people. So, like, if you have the Princess Vanya minifigure from Season 13 of Ninjago, I think that would make the most accurate representation of a minifigure to put in here. But you could also put any other minifigure in here. However, some minifigures, like the Dragons and a Dragon Ninja, and the Asphera Crystal General minifigure will not fit in there due to their awkwardly proportioned bodies and attachments. Now, there's also a little bit of printing on the side. You can see there's some gold detailing and then a stickered piece that says the Ninjago letter R. A lot of the ninja have this printed on their hoods this wave, and that's meant to resemble the word resistance in the TV series. I think it's a cool detail, and it's nice to get a new stickered piece to use. And there's even stickered pieces on the front with that same symbol, so it's worth bringing that into the equation as well if you're looking at this set for pieces with stickers. Additionally, you get this cool golden sticker print for these parts on the back, which adds some more detail. Now to the main feature for this set. You'll see that there's these giant blades on the set. In the first half of the TV show, this isn't accurate, they don't use these, but you could easily remove them if you don't want to. However, the feature with this set is that when you twist this side down here, both of those blades come up. Now, this is a very cool feature and basically transforms the vehicle entirely. The thrusters aim up a little bit more. The cannons are now able to actually fire. These are using the new stud shooter pieces that were released a couple of waves back. I would say that these are pretty great, but they do fire further than regular stud shooters, and these studs are easy to lose, so I'd be careful about that as usual. And it doesn't matter which side of the vehicle you lift them up from, because you can easily just flip it back and forth. I think this is a great play feature. It took a lot of technique, and the back looks kind of bare because of it. But it is a very cool feature that makes this vehicle look very interesting as well. Additionally, the sword on the front could be used as Cole's weapon as well. So, now let's take a look at some of the minifigures in this set. First, let's take a look at the 2 minifigures that are featured inside of Minifigure Thursdays. Since I've already covered these minifigures before, I won't go into as much detail on them as I did before. The Golden Dragon Kai minifigure was part of the Golden Dragon Ninja review, which I did on all of the 4 Golden Dragon Ninja. However, this is one of the minifigures that I like the wing combo the most. The only downside to it is that there's some blue Technic pins that can be seen from the top of the minifigure on the back connection, but the LEGO Group doesn't usually recolor those, so I don't see how they could have changed that. It does feature translucent arms and legs as well, and a translucent head mold, which is always nice for custom minifigures. Asphera is the other minifigure, which just uses a standard Legacy Ghost piece on the bottom, which makes it look very interesting, and that piece is also used in the Legacy version of the Overlord minifigure. This minifigure also just uses a lot of recolored parts and features the crystallized Sword of Fire, but not much else to think about that minifigure. It is neat, though, because when you get the Sword of Fire, you also get the other pieces of weapons that are featured in the Golden Weapons weapon pack of this wave. Now let's move on to the next minifigure. This is the Crystal Brute. I've reviewed him a couple times on the channel. He's probably the cooler of the two variants of minifigures that the heroes have gotten for the villain to fight. And this minifigure uses 2 crystal arms in pink, as well it comes with a crystallized leg that's in pink, as well as a cool little weapon that's supposed to be much easier to handle than the giant staffs that the traditional Vengestone warriors use. This minifigure is a great inclusion for this set, as you're not just getting a Crystal General, you're also getting a minifigure that is easy to use for the actual set's purpose of having army building. You can get a bunch of sets this wave, and by the time you've gotten all of them, you'll have a giant army of these guys, which is very cool, because in the TV show they are easy to army build. Now let's move on to the highlight minifigure of this wave, and this is the Golden Dragon Cole. And this is a very interesting figure because all the ninjas get golden varieties this year. This minifigure comes in this set and the Golden Ultra Dragon set. However, this is the cheapest way to get him. He features a lot of orange on his belt, a lot of gold detailing. The print on the torso makes it look like he's got dragon scales, as well as a helmet that's gold with a black stripe. Again, on the helmet, it also uses the same printing that the vehicle says, which has the Ninjago letter for R, meaning resistance. Now, this minifigure does feature just the same head as all of the other Ninjago movie minifigures, so it's not necessarily the best minifigure head prop, but I think it's good for what it needs to be. Hope they release some more face prints in the future for these guys. He does come, as I said earlier, with a very unique styled hammer, which is just brick built. It's a snot brick with some tiles on all sides and a lightsaber hilt, which is always a neat inclusion for the set to have. Overall, I think this set is a pretty good set for this wave. However, it wasn't my first choice when it was found in stores because of the price range. I didn't think this looked like a $40 set, but after building it up, the substantially large pieces definitely make it worth a $40 set. They could have given some better minifigure selections, but I think it works to get a Sphere and Golden Dragon Kai in the same set. And Golden Cole is a cool minifigure, and to get him in such a cheaper set is actually pretty cool. Additionally, the Vengestone Brute is good for army building, so that's good too. The feature on this set is amazing because it adds so much more life to your world, and it's accurate to the show in many ways of how the vehicle is used in the TV show. So I highly would recommend this set now that I've had it built up. And since it's no longer being sold in stores, you might be able to find this on sale somewhere, or you can purchase it on the aftermarket. I'm sure that it won't go up too high in price because it's not the most expensive set of the wave. Now, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. It helps us out a lot. And I will hope to see you in the next video where I cover the next couple of crystallized sets over the next 2 weeks. Have a great day.